we give you the facts. It's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I think? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
People of Center, St. Mary and surrounding.
Yeah, watch Popeyes, mama.
Here is
Where I watch?
Popeye.
are you on exactly? If you are,
Greetings viewers and subscribers. Now, if the audio sound anyway, forgive me because we are on the road, alright? It's 2 weeks to go for the Big People Show of the year. Next week, Saturday, March 29. Don't miss Different Strokes. It's a mixed drink inclusive event and it will be held at the Waves Beach in Negril in the parish of Westmoreland. Put on your dancing shoes. Go out and have fun. Do remember that Different Strokes is fully endorsed by Popeye News Links. Don't miss it. In the news today, this one took place Friday night, March 14, about 11 o'clock. It took place along the Middlesex Main Road in the parish of Hanover. We are learning that a steelworker in his late 40s, he was at his home when he rode his red 2024 Cobra motorcycle with license plate number 4457Q to the Middlesex Square. As he was about to come off the motorcycle, another motorcycle rode up with 2 hoodlums aboard. They rode up and blocked his path. The pillion, he came off the bike with a gun in his hand, pointed it at the man and told him to lift up. The man, in fear of losing his life, him lift up and he ran into a gully, leaving the bike. The hoodlum, he then rode away the bike and he and his crony, they made good their escape. Just like that. This one, sad indeed. That princess on your screen, her name is Jada Clayton. Jada was 10 years old and she lived in the Adnagrass area of Discovery Bay in the parish of St. Anne. Jada, she was a grade 4 student at the Discovery Bay Primary School. On Wednesday afternoon, February 26, Jada, she left school and she was walking home with a schoolmate and her schoolmate's mother. They were walking along the sidewalk at the Discovery Bay Main Road when an accident took place involving a Toyota Coaster bus and a truck that was just leaving a hardware. A piece of steel from the truck hit both Jada and her classmate. Jada, she fell to the ground. Now, I am not sure what happened to her schoolmate, but Jada, she was taken to a doctor in Discovery Bay. She was given painkillers and she was sent to go and do an x-ray. The family was told by the doctor that there appeared to be no serious issue, so Jada, she was sent home. The next day, Jada, she was in so much discomfort that she did not attend school. We are told that in subsequent days, Jada's condition got worse and she was taken to the St. Anne's Bay Hospital on Thursday, March 6. She was seen by a doctor and another x-ray was done. Jada, she returned home later that same day. We are told that Jada's condition deteriorated to the point where she had swelling around her hips. She could not sit up and she complained of severe pain. Things got so bad that Jada, she could not walk. Jada's mother is living in the parish of Clarendon and on Thursday morning, March 13, she journeyed from Clarendon to Discovery Bay and she took her daughter to the Maypen Hospital where she was immediately admitted. Princess Jada, she died in the Maypen Hospital that same evening, Thursday, March 13. Sad indeed. In this next report, now, Details in this report is still sketchy, and I'm going to be updating it in a subsequent report. But this one, it took place last night, Saturday, March 15 at minutes to 9 o'clock. It took place along the Bowen Road in the Sheffield area of Westmoreland. What we are learning so far is that there was a collision involving two bikes. In the end, one of the bike riders was killed and the other one is very serious in hospital. The one that was killed, his name is Ricardo James. Ricardo was 37 years old and he lived at Truro District in the parish of Westmoreland. Like I said, I'm going to be updating this report in a subsequent video. Stand by for that. This one, it took place early yesterday morning, Saturday, March 15, about 3 o'clock. It took place along the Adelphi Main Road in the parish of St. James. What we're learning is that this accident was all because of careless, reckless, and dangerous driving. Remember now, this accident, it took place at 3 o'clock in the early morning. Only one or two vehicles were on the road. A guy named Renique Miller, he was 30 years old and he lived at Saint Irwin in the parish of St. James. Renique, he was driving his white Toyota Corolla motor car with 4 passengers in it, 2 males and 2 females. Our information is that Renique, he was racing with a white Nissan Tiida motor car that was traveling in front of his car. They had left the Adelphi Square and they were heading towards Montego Bay direction. On reaching a section of the road, Renique, who was driving the Toyota Corolla, he tried to overtake the Nissan Tiida motor car, but somehow he ended up losing control of it. The Toyota Corolla, it hit the left embankment and overturned several times. It ended up stopping on the right embankment. Renique, he was flung from the car and he was hit by the Nissan Tiida motor car. Renique, he received serious injuries and he was rushed to the Cornwall Regional Hospital where he was pronounced DEAD on arrival. We are told that the 4 passengers who were in the Corolla, they were also injured, but they were treated and released. Boy, may I tell you. This one, it took place last night, Saturday, March 15, about 7 o'clock. It took place along the Hammersmith Main Road in the parish of Trelawney. Our information is that a man, his name is Balford Green, but he was popularly known as Louis. Louis was a 61-year-old landscaper and he lived at Blackwind District in the D-side area of Trelawney. Reports are that Louis, he was walking along the Hammersmith Main Road heading towards Bounty Hall. On reaching in the vicinity of a nightclub in the area, a white Toyota Hiace minibus that was traveling behind Louis, it hit Louis from behind and drove away without stopping. Louis, he was hit to the ground and he received serious injuries to his head, his chest and his right foot. Louis, he died on the spot. The police, they are now trying to find the bus driver and the bus that were involved. Sad indeed. In this next report, listen to what the councillor of the Old Harbour South Division in the St. Catherine Municipal Council, Dr. Kurt Waul, had to say. Listen this.
You know, this is the 8th young man that has been killed in this community since the start of the year. 5 by gunmen, 3 by the police. You know, both set of incidences are very, very bad. You know, but in the case of the police, it's worse because, you know, the police cannot be seemingly be operating similarly to the gunmen. And that is what the citizens are saying, that the 3 killings by the police were not justified, right? They were unprovoked. That's what the citizens are saying this morning. And everybody is up in arms with what has occurred this morning. You know, You know, I don't believe me. I'm at a loss for words, really.
So, the latest incident he's talking about, it took place early Friday morning, March 14 at minutes to 4 o'clock. It took place at Settlement in the Old Harbour Bay area of St. Catherine. But before I tell you about that incident, you remember a report I carried on Wednesday, March 12? I told you that hoodlum on your screen, his name is Davian O'Sullivan, but he was popularly known as Beenie Man. Beenie Man was in police custody for a while, facing murder charges, and he was released in January of this year. Beenie Man, he was in his yard in the Old Harbour Bay area when he was shot and killed by 2 hoodlums. Like I said, Beenie Man, he was shot and killed in broad daylight, and persons who saw what took place, they stated that hoodlum on your screen was one of the hoodlums involved in the killing of Beenie Man. His name is Jamar Fothergill, but he was popularly known as Zaga. We are told that Zaga, he was a well-known hoodlum in the Old Harbour Bay area who has been in and out of police custody. The police, they're claiming that on Friday morning, March 14, about some minutes to 5 o'clock, they went on an operation in the area. They said that as they were approaching a house in the settlement area of Old Harbour Bay, they were greeted with gunshots. They returned the fire, and when the smoke was clear, Zaga, he was found suffering from gunshot wounds and clutching a .380 high point pistol with the serial number intact. It was affixed with a magazine containing 7 live rounds. Zaga, he died on the spot. Indicom are carrying out investigations. The mayhem. This one, it took place early yesterday morning, Saturday, March 15 at minutes to 1 o'clock. It took place at the Choice Movement Jerk Center in Negril in the parish of Westmoreland. That young man on your screen, his name is Dorrel Thomas, but he was popularly known as Tevin. On September 30, coming up, Tevin, he will be celebrating his 26th birthday. Tevin, he lived at Whitehall in Negril in the parish of Westmoreland. We are told that Tevin, he was a hard-working young man. He was a bartender employed to the Sandals Hotel in Negril. We are also told that Tevin, he was a very good cricketer. In fact, yesterday he was to have played a cricket match. Tevin, he also loved to party. Early yesterday morning, Tevin, he was at the Jerk Center when he got involved in an argument with a guy named Sadesie Johnson, popularly known as Teejay. Teejay is 31 years old, and Teejay, he's the nephew for the owner of the complex who passed away recently. Teejay is also living in the Whitehall area of Negril. It is alleged that during the dispute with Tevin and Teejay, he pulled a brown-handled knife that he used to stab Tevin to the right side of his chest. Tevin, he collapsed and fell to the ground. We are told that some off-duty police officers, they were at the complex and they responded quickly and they were able to apprehend Teejay with the murder weapon in his hand with blood stain on it. Tevin, he died on the spot, and Teejay, he is now in police custody facing a murder charge. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button as also. Hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you'll be one of the first to be notified. In the final report for today, that man on your screen, his name is Frank Dellop, but he was popularly known as Rasta. at the end of this month, on March 31. Rasta, he would be celebrating his 55th birthday. He lived in the Grandspen Belial Road area of Grangeville in the parish of Westmoreland. We are told that Rasta, he was humble. We are told that Rasta, he was a hard-working farmer who made a living by planting his crop. We are told that Rasta, he used the proceeds from the sale of his crop to feed and support his family, including at least one son who was attending school. So what we're learning is that there were some cows that were let loose by the owners, and these cows, they were eating down Rasta's crop. Rasta, he repeatedly spoke to the owners to tie up the cows, but they did not. Rasta, he reported the matter to the police. The police, they spoke to the owners of the cows, and they advised Rasta that they could not take any further action. He would have to get a valuator to do a valuation on his crop and take out civil action against the owners for the cows. Rasta, at first, he didn't want to go to court, so he never take any action. But again, the cows came and destroyed Rasta's crop. Rasta, he was left with no other option, so he got a valuator to value the crop that was destroyed. Rasta, he then took out civil action against the owners for the cow, and that matter is now before the courts. We are told that recently, one of the cows that has been destroying Rasta's crop went missing. The owner for the cow accused Rasta of stealing that cow. They claimed that a truck was seen in the area and they had received information that it was Rasta who assisted the guys in the truck to thief the cows. Rasta, he denied this and he told them that he would not do that because he already did what the law said he should do. We are told that on Friday morning, March 14, two guys, they saw Rasta and they told him that he might go dead if them not get back the cow. No, I am not sure whether or not Rasta had reported that matter to the police, but on Friday night, March 14, about 7:45, Rasta, he was standing at the monument along the Grangeville main road, waiting on his son to come from school when a hoodlum stepped up to Rasta with a gun in his hand. The hoodlum, he fired 2 shots at Rasta, shooting him in his face and on his left hand. The hoodlum, he then made good his escape. The Morgan's Bridge police, who heard the gunshots, they rushed to the scene where they saw Rasta lying on his left side on the monument. They rushed with Rasta to the Savanna-Lamar Hospital where he died whilst being treated. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, 2 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. Now, we are told that the police, they know exactly who Rasta's killer is and they are hot on his trail. Officers, do what you must to ensure that this hoodlum, him cannot take the life of another hardworking, innocent citizen, because I have no doubt that this hoodlum, he'll be putting up a fight. Do what you must to protect yourselves. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye NewsLink and KlLLEG TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. A coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them no out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane, everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town man a play blood a run. Murder, don't you baby me hear them a murder. Cut it out, tell them no gonna further. Man a dead like cans and bird, yeah. Who no listen them a word, yeah.